Hey everybody, and welcome. I hope everyone's having a good day, evening, night, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is for you. If you're having lunch, dinner, or just relaxing and eating something in the background, we're going to take a look at all the girls today. I don't know, it's been like over a week since I've done some readings on them all. I haven't actually read on Amber, I think, since like before the first of the year. And then I also haven't read on Quirky since the beginning of the, since before, like in 2025. And I mean, we're already in March. So, like, yeah. Hold on. I hope y'all can see me. I hope y'all can do that. So yeah, so we're gonna be taking a look into which each one of the girls is up to, seeing what we can see and go doing that. But I hope everyone's been having a good day, night, wherever you are. And so we're just gonna kind of just, hey Star around, hey Cherry, hey. So we're gonna take a look into what's going on. And see what we can see and kind of just what's going on with each of them. Also, I do want to do something special just for Gor World. Any messages that may want to come through for the viewers, the audience, and everything such. So, yeah, well, welcome Card Readings with Jamie. And yeah, I got 10 free memberships that I'm able to send out each month. Thank you and congratulations and to all the people who get them. And the next time I go live, I'm If I don't do it, remind me, because I'm going to get the next batch out. So, without further ado, let's kind of just dive into what's going on with the girls, right? So what I'm actually going to do is we're going to save Foodie for last. I know she's live. I saw that on Twitter. I don't know what she's up to. I really don't care. But the first things that we're going to actually do is we're going to do a message just for Gor World. What's the general energy? What do we kind of need to know? Kind of moving into it. Feels like the end game of Gor World as a whole. So for our reactors, our community people, and go from there. So welcome. Hi, Siren. Welcome. So without further ado, let's dive into it. But reminder, I don't know jack shit. All I'm saying is everything is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. I don't know any facts. I just read cards. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So with that, let's take a look into what the frickety frick frag is going on with our girls. But more importantly, what's going on with the community for Gor World as a whole. What's kind of needing to be told. So let's just see. When it comes to Gor World, what's the big message here? We're coming into a time where there's a lot of things that are being done in the dark. This isn't just for the girls themselves, but a lot of people in the community. Why is this? Because there's a lot of ego, there's a lot of pride, there's a lot of backstabbing going on. Because everyone wants a piece of the pie, and also all is fair in love and war, right? So as a community member, as a reader, but also as a consumer of Gor World content, if you're in Discords, if you're in spaces where a lot of stuff is going around, just letting you know that there's people watching all the time, there's people gathering information all the time, and there's a lot of dirty deeds that are being done in the dark around community members, creators, because currently it's all fair in love and war for everyone's trying to get a piece of the pie. They're trying to maintain balance. They're trying to get everything that they possibly can in terms of material influences. Because the hope is that no one wants this to move. No one wants to change. No one wants to do things differently. Because the hope is like, yeah, we don't want to move. We don't want to change. We don't want to... There's also a sense here, too, of someone wants to move something so fast that it's going to end up crashing and burning. So, because the unseen obstacle here, again, is there's a lot of shady shit being done in the community as a whole. This isn't Gor World as like a singular person. This is the entire community is going. There's so many things being done in the dark right now. So many things being hidden. Because again, the negative influence. People are getting bored. The girls aren't as powerful as they once were. The three main girls that we follow, Quirky, Amber, Chantal, but also this is a lot of feminine energy of people are falling off of their thrones. This is not the land of milk and honey no more. And as there are going to be less resources and less money in this community to go around in terms of super chats, memberships, watch time, ad revenue, it's going to get messier and scarier, and there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be, I think, trying to tear everybody down, so they are going to become the premier or only channel covering that, so everyone will go to them. That is what I'm getting. What's going for this community? It's time to have a giant reevaluation. It's time to have an aha moment of, I'm going to say this, the community that used to watch is now will be watched. There's a lot of people who have all, like, and here's the thing, right? And an example of this is FFG was a community member, quite a large reaction community, who now has a lot of people reacting to her. The watcher has now become the watched, as they like to say. The person who used to react to the locale is now the locale themselves. Everyone buckle in. This isn't just going to be happening within the community. This is happening to the community. the community itself now becomes the locale or the laughing stock for a much broader, larger audience, is what it's feeling like. It's like what goes around comes around. There's the equal exchange coming. Because in the past, it's like you guys wanted to keep doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. It's like you guys are repeating the same cycles. And now here in the future, it's time for a massive reflection. It's time to go through that dark night of the soul. It's time to sit back and honestly look at all of our reactions to all of our time and our commitment, and to everyone of like, how are we in? What did we commit to? What did we support? This is a moment of clear and honest reflection of like, why am I really here, and why am I truly engaging with this content with any of the girls? That's what I'm seeing for the community. So if you're like, no, we're on the moral high ground here. No, we aren't on the moral high ground. Because again, the community that used to watch will now be the community that is watched by a much larger, broader audience. And if you don't think that, I would, you know what, just keep sitting over there in Delulu land, as we like to call Chantal. That's coming for the reaction community and Gor World as a whole. Doesn't mean that the girls themselves aren't going to have people still watching them. Just means that the community now is becoming a focal point rather than, say, the girls themselves. I want to take a look. Any other info we can get on that? Like, can we get a little bit more info on who's watching the girls? Not the girls. Who's going to be watching this community? Who's going to be watching this community, and why? Why watch the community? Why not watch the problematic ones, right? Why watch the community that surrounds Gor World, or surrounds Amber and Foodie and Quirky? Why watch them? There's a King of Wands. There's a masculine figure here. That's looking to make bank. Interesting. There's a masculine figure here who's trying to turn how the tables have turned in. Because someone's going to try. Now, I'll let you for entertainment purposes only. There's a masculine figure here. This is like a CEO, a businessman, someone who's like, I'm going to get my shit and put it out there. And going to, why is this? Because they're trying to, what they're attempting to do is get ahead of the narrative and flip the narrative, because instead of them taking accountability for their actions, they're trying to flip it onto, oh no, it's not my fault, it's your fault. It's you guys are the problems. I'm not the problem. They're the problems. Because the hopes here is the magician upright. It's like, I'm going to get to the table first. I'm going to put the money down. I'm going to put the words down so people can't, so like people are going to listen to me more versus an ununified force. So everyone just go watch, laugh, and point, so you don't go watch, laugh, and point at me. Because the hope here is to unbalance people, places, things. Along with spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's like, I want everyone not to look at me, not focus on me. I need everyone fighting amongst themselves to leave me alone. Because the unseen obstacle to this, though, is that because there's somebody's relationship that is whether this is a no bueno relationship or not, I'm not sure. Because the negative influence, somebody is going through massive change around relationships, around partnerships, of what they've been doing. Because what's going on, it's the Hanged Man river. It's the Hanged Man, which is like, I want everyone to have an aha moment and have like, this is supposed to be like, look over here, not over here. Because here in the past, yeah, we were all in cahoots together. We were all good. We were all Gucci. We were all friends. And now here in the future, someone's getting caught with their tail between their legs and running for the hills, or attempting to, but they aren't going to get far. There's a man here. I have my theories of who this charismatic man could be. I wonder if they might revive an old channel to deflect criticism going their way. So instead of taking it on the chin and, I don't know, taking accountability for your actions, they're going to be like, no, I'm going to go flip this on everybody else's head, and they want to get to the table first. Because at the bottom of it, somebody's facing some legal actions or legal shit or trying to outmaneuver themselves, so it doesn't come back on them, it goes on somebody else. So that's what I'm seeing here when it comes to the community. And a man in particular, I think, trying to get everyone to start watching Gor World and criticizing them instead of criticizing that guy. Oh, legend. I got my theories on who it is. That's for dang sure. Because someone's been trying to run from their problems. And who's a masculine figure who's got a lot of energy and potentially the sway to actually get people to, I don't know, look the other way? Huh. So, we will... So, yeah, we can see and look and see if it's going to be successful. Hi, Ellie Cat. Yeah, that name could definitely start with a K. That name could definitely start with a K. They might be a little bit of a star of themselves as well. So let's just take a look. I want to take a look at what will this plan for Gor World, I think, be successful. So yeah, and hi Brienne, hi Go Wendy Girl. Oh yeah, and Miss Ortiz, yeah, we can go through a bunch of stuff today. Again, I haven't done a reading on Amber in so long at this point. I don't know. She just drains me. She's tiring. I don't know. But we'll see. I'll give it an attempt. We'll see if anything comes through, right? So I want to take a look. Is this plan of Mr. Keem this person, I'm not getting myself in trouble here, y'all, going to be successful, allegedly, conspiracy, whatever, of getting essentially Gor World to back off him and instead cannibalize themselves or have other people look at them. So, is he going to be successful? Well, there's a lot of secrets that are about to be revealed. A lot of secrets that are about to be revealed. And shit's gonna come in fast. When I mean fast, I mean faster than fast. Like, it's going to be like here and then boom, it's there. This could be Discord messages, this could be text messages. There's something that's coming out and this guy wants it. He wants all of it out because from a material influence, this is a guy who is so desperate to cover his own secrets that he will throw anybody underneath the bus. Anybody. That's including friends, in quotes, business partners, anything to save his own hide. And he will do it, and if he has to throw an entire community under the bus to do so, he will. Because the hope's here. He wants to make money. He wants to be the one that makes the money. He's the one who wants to be the premier exclusive network where you can find anything and everything. He doesn't want to share. Because the unseen obstacle, again, this is a person who is avoiding accountability for their actions. They are trying to avoid justice, legal shit, and shenanigans. Because the hopes here, or not the hopes, negative influence, he's kind of on his last leg. Is this going to be successful? It's going to be successful to a point, but it's not going to be complete until it's not going to be a totalitarian regime. He's not going to get everything. Nah. Because it's not going to work. Again, if you guys, I'm going to say this, if you are a reactor or somebody who's in the community and if you have content that is that was covered similar to Salty Crab, you need to go back through that and I mean all the way back. He's trying to get rid of everybody and has the connections, I think, to do it. So don't believe if you got a 100K sub channel that you're safe. You aren't. This is someone who wants to take everybody out. Because is this person going to be successful? They're going to get trapped by a lot of stuff, but they're going to take a lot of people down with them while they're swinging. Because here in the past, the Three of Pentacles, you didn't want to work with me. So you don't want to work with me? Fine. I'm going to find a way for you to either want to work with me or you just won't even be around. Because here in the future, there's new opportunities, not just for Gor World, but is this person going to be successful in essentially taking Gor World down? I think they're going to be semi-successful. And I've been saying this for a while, about 30 to 40% of all channels covering either Chantal or Foodie or Quirky are going to be gone. Going to be gone completely. Either taken off the platform or demonetized. So it's not that I want this for people. It's that I just keep seeing it and it keeps coming up over and over and over and over again. Because at the bottom of it, someone wants to expose something. Somebody wants to be the star of the show and have it. They want everything exposed. So whether or not this, like, there is a lot of shady shit going on. There just is. So just be careful. This person has been moving in silence for a while. And I think they're going to be semi-successful. Again, this isn't just content that's been made over the last year. This is content that's maybe been made over the last 5 that will get taken down or longer. So just be careful. Go through your content. I swear. Because this person means business. I'm not sure why. Like, okay, I want to take a look at this person's why. Why are they doing it? Like, what's their motivation for it? Interesting. What is their motivation for taking down Gor World? What's their motivation for taking it all down? Also, I'm not shocked. Yeah, and go Wendy Girl, this deck, it's been a while since I've pulled it out. I forget how well it reads Gor World, just in total. Allegedly conspiracy Sala. Why will they be gone? Reactions are allowed. It's going to be, so if you don't know how it happened with Salty Crab, she reacted to, I think, some content that had people talking about stuff that wasn't allowed. Like talking about stuff that's against TOS, I think from Locale Live. And instead of Locale Live getting like hurt for it, Salty Crab got hit for it instead, and she got taken down for essentially community guideline strikes, and covering stuff that others were saying on their platform. We don't understand why. We don't know why that was all happening, but I'm seeing that happen again with the Gor World community, where a lot of people, if you think about it, have talked about Chantal and have just done straight reacts. They haven't edited things out that are against TOS. They've just kind of raw dogged the content, right? And yes, it's transformative. Yes, the content creators themselves aren't saying it. They're just covering someone who said it, but they're going to use that loophole of, oh, that person said this nasty thing and you have it up on your channel. And that's how they're going to take people down. And I have a feeling that's being done already. So again, if you are straight reacting to content and you aren't editing out stuff that you know is against TOS, then you yourself then are violating TOS according to new AI bots and stuff. Just warning you. But whatever. The writing's on the wall. The pattern is there. So, okay. Let's take a look here at what's the motivation for why is this guy kind of coming for the community? Why? Just why? Someone's promising him a lot of frickin' money. Yep. Because he also doesn't like the community. This is a person who is scared of the community. That's why. What's this person's motivation for going after the community? Because this person's overloaded, overburdened, and I think is very much afraid of the attention from this community being directed at them. So the reason why I'm saying that, unseen obstacle, this person has a lot of burdens, a lot of things that they want to let go of. Why? Because of a relationship that they're in. They do not want they do not want somebody digging into a relationship that they have. Because from the material influence, somebody wants truth because they're afraid of the truth. They're afraid of truth about specific things coming on. Because the hopes here is they want to avoid a fight, but there's a fight coming. There's words being slung at them soon. The unseen obstacle, though, is someone's going to say shit that they shouldn't have said. Negative influence. This is the community. This is my Gor World community card. They are terrified of Gor World community coming after them and their relationship because they don't have money to fight. They don't have money to sue. They don't have money to fight anything because in the past they were really good, but in the future, this person, the Hermit upright, they want everyone isolated so they cannot get like a community effort to go after them. I do not know why this person's so afraid. It's actually kind of wild because like at the bottom of it, it's like they want to be freed from this. And hi, Stephanie. So we're talking about a person who it feels like a masculine King of Wands type of energy, who is looking to take Gor World down and the entire community. And has resources and connections to do so. And we're kind of looking at why they're trying to do this. Their motivation is that I think at the end of it, they don't want to be looked at in their shady ways, but someone's going to expose them. Could be someone in their own camp about a relationship that they have. Yeah. And someone's going to expose him and his shady family ways or relationship ways, and to prevent a big, massive shock to his hull of his boat, he's going to try and sink other people's boats before they can sink his. So he's going to try taking down the Gor World Empire before they can take down his. That's really what I'm seeing here. And I don't know why he's so scared. But honestly, he kind of should be. So, yeah. Very interesting. I was not expecting that. But, I'm just forewarning you all. Yeah, there's a relationship he does not want out there. Okay. You know what? Screw it. What's so bad about this relationship, this lovers, this connection that keeps popping up? The Two of Cups, the lovers. Why is this Mr. K allegedly this Mr. K star? What's going on with this relationship that he's so scared of the getting out? Like, what kind of relationship is this? What? Now, again, I don't know jack shit. I could be, maybe we're barking up the wrong tree. Maybe we aren't. I don't know. Let's just see. So let's see. What's going on with this relationship that he seems to be very, very, very nervous of people looking into? So we'll have our King of Wands, this other person, and the relationship that they have. Mr. King of Wands, this person and their relation, the other person in between the two of them. Huh. Is he, I don't know what his relation, I mean, I think he's married, right? He's married. If I'm not mistaken. He's got a wife who's younger than him, if I'm not mistaken. Quite a bit younger than him, if I'm not mistaken. Because I'm looking at this relationship that they have, and he's showing up as the Ace of Wands upright. Not shocked. King of Wands, Ace of Wands. This is a very hypersexual individual. Lots of energy. Likes to use his wand. I mean, go for it, man. But this other person in this relationship, Three of Cups reversed. What's the details of these two getting together? Like, what's that timeline? Because looking here, there's some weird business money exchange type of situation that we really don't want to talk about, that we've been getting away with. When did these two really start talking? Allegedly. Because the hopes here is we just want to have our happy family life. We want to have our hopes, our dreams, our wishes, our desires. Everything's going happy hunky-dory in terms of material influences. However, our hopes here is that this is the repeating of some sort of cycle that's been over and over and over and over again. Like, I don't know if this is like a make up to break up type of relationship. Like, we make up, then we break up, then we make up, then we break up. As the unseen obstacle here is that I don't know if there's somebody, if like this relationship goes on breaks, then they don't go on a break, and then they're on a break, and then they aren't on a break anymore. Because the negative influence here is someone feels like they're getting away with something. They're like, I'm take the money and run. Because what's going for the situation, this is not a happy relationship. I mean, maybe this could be baby mama drama. This could be current relationship drama, because here in the past, Nine of Pentacles, someone didn't feel happy being single, but also it's like money, resources. And then here in the future, this is the breakup of a relationship, and at the bottom of it, this is like divorce proceedings, allegedly conspiracy, whatever, or telling my truth, or someone wants to tell the truth about this relationship. Allegedly conspiracy, whatever. I don't know how those two got together, but I don't like it. I want to know that timeline. Allegedly. I want to know that timeline, because something's weird there. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, because that's weird. And yeah. There's also something that was very interesting. Yeah, go Wendy girl, yeah. And Amber did make a comment, I feel like, within like the first week of Amber being on Locale Universe. Locale Live. Not Universe, Locale Bus. Within the first week, she's like, yeah, Keem, you want to keep talking about my relationship? Well, I have a lot that I could be saying about Keem's relationship. Still hasn't come out of my mind. What's going on there that you don't want hidden? That's why NDAs. There's something weird there, y'all. There's something real weird. So I'm just going to leave it at that, because I don't think we need to dive any deeper, because I might get my ass in trouble if I do. So I'm just going to leave it at that. So we're gonna dive into the other girls. Okay. Was not expecting that, but yeah. Okay, let's take a look. What's going on with Quirky Love Rose? Let's just pivot real quick here, y'all. Let's just pivot real quick. Cause yeah, go Wendy girl. She was supposedly 20 when they started dating. Yeah. Something's weird. That timeline needs to be looked into a little bit more, I believe. Alrighty. I wonder what's going on with that timeline. That's weird. So let's take a look at Quirky. Let's shift. Let's pivot. Quirky Love Rose, what's going on with you? What do we need to know? What can we know? What messages can we put out there for people, places, things? And yeah, so I would holy shit. Yeah. And you know what? If you want yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, Quirky. How's Quirky Love Rosie doing, man? What's up with her? What's in her general energy right now? What the flibbity flib flab's going on with her? What's her general energy right now? Things that we know can know go from there. So, y'all, is she gonna get engaged? Is she getting engaged? I know she's like with the new boyfriend down in Texas right now, if I'm not mistaken. That's the last I heard. But like she is head over heels. She is in commitment era. Why is this? Oh boy. But however, it's not happy land. Quirky. Okay. So y'all, I'm going to just pull out the Gor World Oracle right now. Because I am sitting here and I'm like, she's apparently in Texas, right? For just this guy, right? That's what she's been telling us. Girl, stop lying. You lying. I'm just gonna effing say it. She's lying to all of us. So at the center of this is like commitment. She's in her commitment girly era, right? However, this is like also cults, groups of people that she is being in and or around. Why is this? Because there's a broken relationship, a broken contract, so this relationship, whatever it is not healthy. Allegedly, in my opinion, I wouldn't want to be in this because all this is for money. This is for money or getting money or having good luck, good opportunity, someone who enables her, because the hopes here is she wants to get out of, I think, the adult yum yum community type of thing. However, the unseen obstacle here is this person, I think, is in it and they can't both leave it. It's like they're both enabling each other. The unseen obstacle is that they're trying to leave it, but they both are in it, so they can leave together. But in reality, they're both like almost like codependent on it. So it's like two codependent people trying to leave something together when they're dependent on it. Yeah, no, because the negative influence here is that they both have to. She's gonna have to go through a dark night of the soul. She has to go through a massive thing of having to reflect, but she's refusing to reflect. She's refusing to let other people get in there to help her actually see reality instead of diving deeper and deeper and deeper into her where she's comfortable. She has to get uncomfortable, but she's not willing to go there because what's going for her is she's trying to delay the inevitable. She's trying to delay the collapse of changing of the imminent F around and find out moment. Because here in the past, yeah, she's like, I'm gonna start on this brand new journey. I'm gonna go do all these awesome, cool new things. And here in the future, she is having to lie out her effing ass to try and convince people of what's really going on. Because at the center of this, she's the earrings, the hoarding, collection, shoppings, overindulgence in vices. She's so deep into this world. Why is this? Because she needs the money. Payday cycles. As soon as money comes in, it goes out. It comes in, it goes out. It's all having to do with this feedy lifestyle, allegedly. Because the hopes here, because she wants to move. Material influences here. She's looking to move. I think she's looking to move Box Mountain, but also like she doesn't see a way out of where she's at right now. She's like, I want that money, and she's gonna be lazy. She's gonna make lazy money. because her hopes here, she wants to cut away the old. She's unstable though. Her hope is like, I just want a clean break. She's very wishy-washy in where she wants to go and how she wants to do things. It's the unseen obstacle. It's the money. She's so attached to the money that comes with doing not so good things to her body. But the negative influence here is she's gonna have a massive come down. She's gonna have a massive F around and find out moment. And that's gonna have to hit her hard in the effing face. Because what's going for her right now, girl, she's doing OF content, allegedly conspiracy, whatever, whether or not you're going to be able to find it or not. What's going for her? She's still in this whole X-rated, whatever sort of things that's going on. How she made her money. If you don't think I am still somewhat like looking at it. So she got demonetized, I think, from like November until she just recently just got it, right? During that time frame, if I'm not mistaken, she's a big girl, right? She's a big girl, and she didn't have that much money coming in, right? She had her Patreon, she was doing Twitch, and then she took a lot of time off due to like from her public stuff due to like some really nasty shit that like another creator was putting out there about her. And like, I don't have any qualms. Like, take your breaks, do what you need to do. But when you are someone you're a big girl and you eat a lot of food, like you need a lot of food for that, right? You're gonna need to maintain a certain amount of calories every day to maintain that level of weight, right? As well as when she came back online, it had seemed like she had gained weight. You don't gain that much weight if you're that broke. When you're broke, you are eating ramen noodles, hot dogs, and whatever other cheap stuff that you can find, right? You don't gain, not at that size, because you're what? I don't know the exact math, but you're probably eating upwards of what, 5,000, 6,000 calories a day to put on weight, to just maintain her body size. Like, that's a lot of freaking calories, and that's a lot of money, right? I'm sorry, but where were you getting the money to feed yourself that many calories in a day? Allegedly conspiracy, whatever. Because here in the past, she had a breakup, loss of a partner, loss of a boo. Now here in the future, girl, you're gonna be lying about your weight and what you're doing. This is your overloaded, broken scale, lies about the weight or physical appearance and your vanity. Because here at the bottom of the deck, it's you are still a part of some sort of group, cult group think, because you think you're the best, because you think she's better, bigger, better, best. But also with the Strength card reverse, this is like her pride and her ego is refusing to change or refuse to see the situation that she's really in. So whatever. Okay. And I'm gonna say that. And again, make your money where you got to make your money, girl, but don't come on and lie about it. That's all I ask. Don't say one thing and then go and do another. That's what's going on with Quirky. So I want to take a look at this relationship, though, that she's got. The new boo down in Texas, right? I don't know much else beyond that. Just a new boo down in Texas that she's really committed to, apparently. Or excited or visiting for 2 weeks, and they've been talking, like thinking about moving or doing something. I don't know. You go do you, girl. But let's take a look. Is this a healthy relationship? Is it not? Just go from there. I mean, if she's happy, she's happy, but let's see. So we have Quirky, this other person, energy in between. Quirky, other person, energy in between. Okay. Why is this? Okay. So who did she meet? How did she meet this person? Was it through her community? Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't know where she met them. Was this like through a Discord call, Discord mod, something like that? Because I want to jump up to here right away. Because the hopes here is like, you're part of my community. You're a part of somebody I want to be a part of. Because the negative influence here is they're part of some sort of commitment, or they're moving really, really effing fast. Also, like marriage, proposal, things are all kind of moving really, really fast with this. But also, is someone is really pushing for a relationship fast, because what's going for them? Yes, this is great. It's young, new love. They're trying to do awesome new things. However, again, these two found each other at a time where both of them were fighting or having a lot of miscommunication with other family members or people. And here in the future, there's going to be a lot of issues when it comes to money and who's making money and finances and resources, or someone trying to be the controller of the money. And now I want to get to these two. So we have Quirky, who's the Hanged Man reverse. She's not seeing something for what it truly is in this relationship. She's kind of like has the blinders on to it, because this other person, I don't know what their name is holding back a lot of effing secrets. There's a lot of secrets here that they are not talking about in this relationship, or they have not said. Like, I would say, and like what I'm getting, like the example is if they told Rosie, like, yeah, Rosie, like I just found you through YouTube one day and like you just were this awesome, sweet person. That's not how they first came to meet Quirky Love Rosie. They know something about Quirky, or they've heard about Quirky in some way that's very, very different than what they've told her. Because here in the center, it's a Four of Cups upright, which is, when I'm looking at them, they're both offering things to one another, but they're both like kind of refusing it one another. It's kind of interesting, because from material influence, I don't know what these two plan on doing. If this is like new communication, if this is like, oh, we're just having a grand old time, like things are moving and doing, because underneath this whole thing, it's the Nine of Wands upright, which is both of them are holding back shit. It's just both of them are walking on eggshells. Both of them don't really trust one another. Like, Quirky's not, it's got the blinders on, but this one is holding back so many damn secrets, it's not even funny. Like, the example that comes to my mind here is if this person first found Rosie through an online forum of her old content. I'm going to say old, but whatever. Old content that she might have been doing for some adult Yum Yum clients. And that's how he first came across her, or she, they, however, I don't know what their pronouns are, but like that's how they first came across Rosie. That's the example or metaphor that's I'm being given. Doesn't need to be a one-to-one thing, but that's how they first came across Quirky, and that's the community I think that they're both a part of. That's both toxic for them, allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. But that's just me. So yeah, I don't like this relationship, but then again, whatever. It's not mine. But I don't like secrets like that being... I mean, again, it could be great for her, but whatever. Whatever. Also, if you guys don't like... I just have a very... I have a lot of biases towards Rosie. So, that's just my own personal thing, though. I got some biases. So, yeah, that's what I got. I'm going to try and be as unbiased as possible, but there's an energy here of like, no. Okay, so next I want to take a look at how does this partner see Rosie? How does this partner feel about Rosie? This boyfriend of hers. How does this boyfriend of Rosie's see her? Like, can I get one more? I don't know. I like doing odd numbers out of this deck. So, how does this boyfriend feel about Rosie? Orbiting. Keeps tabs on others out of boredom, curiosity, and loneliness. The idea of what could have been watches others secretly. What was I just saying? Because 3 is a crowd. Chooses one over another. Abandons responsibilities and obligations. Infatuation. Has their cake and eats it too. How are they feeling about Rosie? Nonconformist. One person converts while the other refuses to. Threatens others to convert or will walk away from partnership if/then now attitude. Poker face. Does not reveal feelings or emotions or their true intentions. Guessing game. And timing. Timing is off. Taken. Focused on other things and or other people. Desire to be in relationship is not there. Playing the field. What's going on, Rosie? This person doesn't seem to feel like Rosie's in it. Like Rosie's using them instead of the other way around, right? But also, again, I've been feeling this. This person has been or knows more about Rosie than what Rosie's been led to believe. Also, what is it about this relationship that, like, Rosie's trying to bring this other person into? Because I'm not seeing love here. I'm seeing more of, like, I'm watching you and you're watching me, and now we're trying to, like, it feels more like a business deal or money, or like you are filling a need within me, not so much a desire. Like, it doesn't feel lovey-dovey emotional. This just feels like you're kind of just what I need for right now, but there's not much beyond that. But there's also manipulation going on, in my opinion. Okay. How does Miss Quirky Love Rose feel about this other guy, but boyfriend? We'll do 5 for her as well. Because why not? How does Quirky Love Rose feel about this boyfriend? Extremist. Goes to the extreme to keep partner by either threatening to hurt oneself or another. Drastic measures to keep someone. Rebounds. Uses people to overcome pain and heartbreak from past relationships. User in love with the idea of being in love. Refusal. Someone refuses to grant dissolution of partnership or marriage. Drags their feet in signing on the dotted line to terminate partnership. Solitary. Prefers to be alone and in one's thoughts. Individualist. Deep contemplation without the interference from others. Isolation and calculating. Does not believe in fate or destiny. Believes in calculated risks. Only makes necessary moves after deep consideration. This Discord boo of hers, how is she feeling about him? I mean, I think it feels like her spidey senses are up around this dude, but not as much as they could be. There's something really weird here, and I'm not sure. She's picking up something, whether or not she's actually acting on it. Also, when it comes to this, I don't know, is he in a, like, was he in like a former relationship that he still hasn't really let go of, and like, is Rosie the side chick? Or like the third girl, or like a poly sort of situation, but like they're like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna actually break up, and then no, we're not, and then it's now this really clusterfucky thing of like a triad of some sort, because something's weird here. And how she's feeling, because it feels like someone is not letting go of someone. There's rebounds, there's relationships, there's a lot of extremes, there's mental health struggles and challenges. And like someone's not, like, this is poor communication. It feels, I don't know. That's what I've got. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Anything else you guys want me to take a look at with Miss Rosie? If not, I'm gonna move to Amber. Because Amber. Because I think that's as much as I can take for Rosie. So. All right, let's take a look at Amber. What do you guys want to know about Amber? Like, what we got? What's going on? I haven't read her in so long, so I have no idea. I think the last time I checked is like she was not going to be able, she wasn't going to be getting her monetization back, I think was the last video I think I did for her. Maybe I did, and that's kind of like all I did. So I don't know what's going on with Miss ALR. What's kind of her general energy? So I haven't, like I said, I haven't checked in like an energetic read in a while. But let's just take a look. What's going on? What's her general energy, her general vibe? Oh yeah, we can take a look at that, Rose. Yes. Let's take a look. What's Amber's general energy right now? She's lying out her teeth about something. Why? What change is she going through externally? Like, what is she at? Like, what? So instead, like, when I see the death card, especially reverse, this is like a refusal to change, but also like this is like a forced change upon her, and it feels very external in nature, where the change that's coming to her, it's all due to external factors that are outside of her control, but she's lying through her teeth about them, about a lot of the changes and struggles that she's having in her external life, because she's trying to maintain balance. She's trying to maintain some sort of facade of like, I'm giving, I'm receiving, I'm having emotional health, I'm having balanced health, I'm trying to maintain my finances, I'm trying to maintain my home, trying to maintain my resources. So it's like, instead of addressing all the stuff around her, she's lying about it, even to herself, it feels like sometimes. So she can keep making money and maintaining that balance in her life. Because the hopes here is she wants to avoid an F around and find out moment. She really wants to avoid an F around and find out moment. She's like, I don't want my tower to collapse. I don't want to acknowledge the things that are going wrong with me. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. She doesn't want to change, but when everything around her is changing, but she in the center of it is refusing to change. That is called extinction, my dear. Because the unseen obstacle here is she's lying. She's not just lying to her people, to LCU, to the audience, to her family. She's lying to herself at the end of the day about really what's going on. Because I mean, it's called, and I'm gonna, because I want to go back to the evolution, to the extinction. It's when everything around you is changing, yet you in the center don't change with it. And you don't evolve to that situation or to the people or things going on around you, you yourself will cease to exist in reality, because you are refusing to change or evolve with the times. I'm sorry, there's a reason why we don't have dinosaurs around anymore. There's a reason why we don't have giant bugs around anymore. There's a reason why through climate change we've had mass extinction events, right? Because things are happening, things happened, and your body's been unable to acclimate or change with the times, and things are changing around her. Because the negative influence here is she's going through the same damn cycles over and over and over again. The same cycles she was doing 10 years ago when she was with Crystal, she's doing today. The same issues that she had with Destiny, she's having today. The same issues she had with Beck, she's having today. The same issues she had with Wifey and Valentine and Emily, she's having today. The same shit, different day. And she hasn't changed, and she keeps doing the same patterns over and over and over and over and over again. And it's just causing issues, because what's going for her is she has some legal stuff that she might be going through. I mean, it's tax season. She might be getting out ahead on some sort of contract, because here in the past she wanted to marry someone. She's a part of some sort of group. She's being committed. She has like commitment from other people. It says like, okay, we're all hunky-dory, we're all in this together. And then here in the future though, she's gonna, the pride before the fall, her ego's gonna get ahead of her, and instead of like being this beautiful showboatman that's like everyone loves and adores, she's, I think, for once gonna fall off of her pedestal. It's like her ego gets way too big, and then it goes pop, because it's time for reflection. It's time to see things in a new light. It's time for the aha moment of, hey, maybe I don't need to do this anymore. And the universe is trying to like call you about your car's extended warranty, right? And she's trying and she's trying and she's trying to ignore it, but the calls keep coming from not just inside the house, but outside the house, and she's still refusing to pick up the phone. And if she picks up the phone, she does like, hi, and then she hangs up. That's the vibe I'm getting from her. She's even lying to herself now that it's like, things are okay, things are fine, leave me the F alone. It's just not working. It's the same shit, different day. And Spirit, I think, is just at the point of, it's the same shit, it's different day. What more can you do? They're like, shit's changing whether or not you want it to or not. It's, do you want to stay now? And now it's up to her. Are you going to change? Are you going to evolve? Or are you going to keep being a bump on a log and sit there and watch the world go by, and you're going to become extinct with it? Because you aren't living in current reality, you're living in the past. And the past can't sustain you, and you're refusing to get off your ass and go drink the water in the pond that's clear. No, let me rephrase this. You're refusing to go drink the water in the spring because there's no one there to give it to you anymore. The river's dried up. Now you need to get up off your ass and get it for yourself. Oof. Ooh, Spirit not happy with her. It's like, get up off your damn ass. Get the F up. We didn't give you tree trunks for legs. We gave you legs. Tree trunks are sedentary. Legs are not. Okay. What other info are we able to give for Miss Amber? What the flibbity flib flab? What else can we know about Amber at this point? Ooh, Nelly. Get up off your ass. Okay. Whatever marriage, whatever commitment, whatever thing you want is not going to happen. Something is breaking apart, and she is very nervous and very worried about this. The Hierophant reverse. This is the breaking of a marriage, breaking of a contract, breaking of a commitment. Why? Because we're walking on eggshells. We're not sure what way to go. We're nervous. We're nervous Nellies right now. Because her material influence, she's not getting the offers that she thought she would. She's not getting the money offers that she thought she would. She's kind of turning her nose up at what at the offers, and instead she's having to look at, she's not happy with what she's lost, and now she's being forced to see what's being given to her, and she's not happy about it, because the hopes here is she wants to happiness, she wants friends, she wants people. However, I also feel like she wants celebration, she wants to be happy, but at the core part of her, she's not. Also, is she having like a third party situationship here that's just not going well? Because the unseen obstacles, again, she's refusing to change. She's staying stuck. She's refusing to say, yes, I'm going in this direction. Yes, I'm going left, or yes, I'm going right. She's refusing to even choose a direction. Instead, she's staying right there in the middle of the crossroads and saying, I'm not moving because I don't like either direction. So you're going to give, it almost feels like you're going to give me the path that I want, not the ones that you're offering to me. And I'm like, honey, baby, sweetie, dearest, that's not how this works. She's sitting and waiting for another path to open up when that path has been closed. And now she has to choose one or the other, and she doesn't want either of them. As a negative influence here is the Queen of Swords. I don't know who's given her tarot advice. I don't know who's given her, who's doing divination. I don't know who's given her messages or given her bad advice, but there's someone here who is who is giving her really bad advice, or is telling her what she wants to hear and telling her what she wants to hear instead of what she needs to hear. Because what's going for her, it's the world upright, baby. It's time for a new cycle. It's time for shit to end. And it's up to you if you're going to end it. And again, it's up for her if she's going to evolve with those changes, or if she's going to go extinct because she refuses to evolve. Because here in the past, the Five of Pentacles. I also don't know what's going on with her health. This could be just money issues, but also when I'm looking at this and she's got the wings, and the wings are hurt and the ankles are hurt, I do feel that her health has not been the best. I don't know if she's headed to a bedbound era, or if she's maybe already there again. I do not wish that upon her. And again, as I'm going to say, girl, get your ass up and move. You are still capable of doing it. Don't get to a point where you can't, because you still have, if you've got enough tenacity to go and, I'm going to say this again, I'll allege it. If you got enough tenacity to go and stalk people, you got enough tenacity to get your ass out of bed and wipe it. Okay. Again, seems like there might have been some health issues in the past that's leading to some commitment issues now and here in the future. Because at the bottom of it, 7 of Wands. There's something she's not going to be able to defend here pretty soon. I'm going to grab some clarifiers here. What else can we know about Amber right now? Things going on in her life. She's trying to find peace and harmony, even though everything around her is kind of like crumbling down. Why is this? Because she just wants love. She wants nourishment. She wants people to love her. Because from material influence, she's so bound to one singular person that she knows is bad for her, but she keeps going back because she feels like that's the only offer. What's going for her? She's got some people, alternative medical treatments, sound bath, clairaudience. It feels like she knows that there's some people around her. Like there's some people who are giving her. She wants friends. She wants people who are trying to help her. Like her hope here is she wants, I don't know, man. She wants to hear what she wants to hear, and she wants friends, and she wants people to help her. She wants tarot readings. She wants all this stuff. But like, and that's her hope, is but that she's hoping that she's going to get the happy ending that she believes she will, that she believes that she's going to get. And every time it feels like she gets a reading or something, it's the exact opposite, but yet she refuses to change that. Because the unseen obstacle here is, again, it's time for evolution. What do I keep saying? Evolution, the unseen obstacle. It's you got to evolve with the times, baby girl. Because the negative influence, it's time to cut people off that are no good for you anymore. And what's going for her? Death, endings, ritual, ceremony. It's time for one cycle to end so a new one can begin. And again, she gets to have that choice. Does she get to change and evolve and end a cycle? And like, does she get to end it? No, because no. Does she evolve and end one cycle of her time? Or does she go and say, no, I'm not going to change for anybody or anything, so F it. I'm not going to change. Everything around me is changing, but I'm not going to change, so she will expire. Okay? She'll go extinct. That's up to her. She's at that critical point now. Because here in the past, there's might be some struggles with money, issues with money, authority, discipline, moral compass, and then here in the future there's pictures, video, memories, documentation about some sort of relationship here in the future, because there's something that she's gonna get in trouble for. Justice, balance, legal institutions. Girl, I hope you're able to pay your taxes, because at the bottom of it there seems to be something that she's not gonna be able to defend herself from in terms of justice, balances, and legal institutions. So that's what I'm seeing for her here. Okay. Same messages over and over and over again, Miss Amber. Whether or not she decides to watch or not, that's up to her. But yeah. I don't have a lot of sympathy for her. I don't have a lot of empathy for her. I think it's the same problems, a different day. And I think Spirit's kind of like, girl, we have been trying. Everything, we've been trying to delay things. We've been trying to help you with things. We've been trying to bring you new people in or try to do this and try to do that. And she's done nothing. She's taken no initiative for anything. Hey, Brienne. Yeah, I miss my Thursday lives too, but I think I'm going to be changing them up to not be Thursdays anymore. Thursdays are actually ending up being some of my busier days, and so with like the other things that I do, Thursdays just tend to be like a day where I get home really late, and like it's a long day, so I typically don't, Thursdays typically don't work for me much anymore. So, okay. Next I want to take a look at is what is Rose had this question. So what is Amber's intentions for the LCU? Apparently she still hasn't, according to Amber, she hasn't applied for monetization yet. She hasn't met the minimum watch hour requirements, and I'm like, okay, girl, okay. I don't know if that's really the reason. Whatever. I mean, she got quite a bit of views on that one live that she did do, so I mean, whatever floats your boat, Amber. So let's just take a look here. Miss Amber, what are your intentions for the LCU? Also, I don't know what it is with her chest. Everything's just so damn heavy. I do believe she might need to be on oxygen. Like, I get really lightheaded in her energy. Like, just really lightheaded. Like, girl, please get... Can you at least maybe, if you don't want to go check that out, just can you get an O2 monitor just to check? Please. Also, when it comes to her body as well, spirit communicates through like rocking motions. So like she'll subconsciously like rock, and some people will say that's like a stimming or like a self-soothing motion, right? And for her, that's also a way that spirit like will actually like answer yes no questions with her. And like when she's in like a thought spiral, this is what I'm getting. Like when she's in like a thought spiral, if she would pay attention to what her body is doing, if it's like the left to right motion or the back and forth motion, it can give her more clues to what's right and what's wrong. Or is Tommy cheating on me? Or does Tommy really love me? And like her body will sway to, and if she pays attention to the direction of the sway, the yes no stuff, her body's acting as a pendulum most days. So like I don't know if people have looked at her body language in that way through like her LCU stuff, but like I am getting like intense, like her body is a pendulum very, very heavily. And typically my body doesn't do it, and if you would see me right now, like I'm actually doing the motions, like it's in like they get very intense. So like I feel like Amber's body as acting as like a massive pendulum, and she should be very much aware, and even the audience around her should be aware to some point that she tells on herself through the direction that she rocks back and forth on, whether that's consciously or subconsciously. Okay, I need to stop because it's making me a little dizzy. But also, she's super lightheaded. She should really get at least an O2 monitor. Please and thank you. Everything's so weird. Okay, okay. What's her intentions with the LCU? Well, I don't think she plans on staying there much longer. Oh my God. The fighting is bringing in her a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. She's making quite a bit of money. 3 of Cups reversed for material influence. It feels like she gets a lot of money from the fighting. However, there's a lot of discourse. She doesn't have a lot of friends there. She does feel like a third party. She does feel out. She doesn't feel like she's part of the in crowd. Also, I do get that there are a lot of conversations that happen behind closed doors around her that she does not know about, and they do talk badly about her. And she feels it, and I want to confirm for her that that does happen. And there's a lot of shit talking, and there's a lot of conversations she's not a part of, and that she will never be a part of. And she knows this, and it's all revolving around money. Also, I feel like she knows when, like, there's also a sense here of like she knows that the idea has been floated about her being fired. She knows it. She just doesn't know when it's going to happen. Because the hopes here is she's just trying to maintain some sort of financial balance. Like, she likes the money that's coming in. She likes how she acts. She just likes it. Her intention is to kind of just keep it balanced. I mean, she might start doing some videos here soon. So, like, she can kind of dip into both sides. The unseen obstacle, though, for her is the Knight of Cups. Someone's not telling her the entire truth. There is some deceptive practices, some manipulation. There's a masculine figure around her that is not being a very kind individual, that is manipulating her. She thinks she manipulates. Well, someone's manipulating her. Because the negative influence here, there's that Queen of Wands. Well, hi, Tommy. This is my Tommy card. Always has been my Tommy card, and it's never going to stop being my Tommy card. I think Tommy's the major reason why she's still in the LCU. Allegedly conspiracy, whatever. I think Tommy thinks Amber needs to be in the LCU. The LCU is the best place for her. It's less volatile and it's safer. Because what's going for Amber? She's bedbound. Allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. She can't get up and do stuff. She can't. She will struggle to do vlogs because I don't think she can do them right now. She is damn well stuck, but I also think she's bedbound or very close to it. So there's not much content she can go around and do. She can barely get out of the house right now, which is really sad. And I'm like, girl, just walk around your house. Walk around. Get up off your ass. Get up off your ass. Because here in the past, there's a death card. More external changes that are coming to you. The environment around her changed. And then now, what's her future? She doesn't know what she's going to do with the LCU. I think she wants to keep it, but she doesn't have to. Because at the bottom of it, she's also fighting like crazy with everybody on there. She does not feel well. She does not feel welcomed. And I feel like she feels as though she's being pushed out. And I would like to say, yeah, she's being pushed out. People don't want her there. There's a lot of people who don't want her there. And I think she feels that animosity. And you know how you can be at like a workplace or you're in a community or you're with like a group of friends and like you kind of feel like you're excluded or people are talking behind your back or they're not like well or don't agree with you. Amber feels this and she's not wrong. There are a lot of people who do not like her there. There's a lot of people who are trying to push her out. I would even feel Keem is trying to push her out as well. And I think a lot of it is that they're trying to get her to quit rather than firing her, in my opinion. I don't know what those contracts are like, or what contracts that they do have, or what type that she signed, if she's on like a W-2, or if she's on a 1099. The difference is one's an independent contractor and the other one is a salaried employee or just an employee. And when you're under an employee contract, a W-2, taxes are taken out, but you also qualify for a lot more. So like if you get fired, you can qualify for unemployment or other programs, where if she's a 1099 contractor, she won't be able to apply for that. So that's what I'm feeling here for Amber and her intentions for the LCU. Yeah. This seems like she's kind of unsure right now, but there's a lot of animosity behind the scenes, more or less, when it comes to her. One other thing that I do want to take a look into is just the relationship between her and Tommy. Not that it's like bad or good or whatever, but it seems like the major reason why Amber's staying at the LCU is because of Tommy. So let's just take a look here at what's going on. What's just that relationship dynamic between the two of them right now? I mean, they're kind of in this makeup, breakup stuff. So we have Amber, we have Tommy, we have energy in between the two of them. Someone got caught cheating, emotionally cheating, physically cheating, whatever. Amber over here is like, she wants to make this is a very much a business relationship, I think, for Amber at this point. Also, she's got a third person that she's talking to, which I'm not shocked. She in messages says, well, I got so much vajayjay in my DMs anyway, so why doesn't it even matter? So she's got a third person. Emily could care less. Tommy, whatever. With the Ace of Cups reversed, like, she could care less. She has no emotions. There is no love here, because in between the two of them, both have been caught doing shit over and over and over and over again. Like, both of them have been caught. Both of them are not getting away with shit. Why? Is this because, again, this relationship feels like it's all contractual. It's broken contracts, broken agreements, broken money. Because for material influence, well, Amber's given her money. It's the only reason why. It's the same story, a different girl. Amber's given Tommy money, and that's why Tommy is still around. The same with Chantal. Chantal is giving Salah money, so he's still around. It's the same girl, the same play because money is buying them a relationship. Allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. Because the hopes here, it's because hopes, dreams, wishes are not being realized. If I don't know why these two are still together, Amber just she's paying for this relationship. Which is kind of just sad at this point, because Tommy has no feelings for her anymore. Nine of Cups reversed as well. The hopes and fears. It's like the hopes, dreams, wishes that I had, they just aren't realizing they aren't going to manifest, because the unseen obstacle here is the Knight of Pentacles. As soon as the money runs out, Tommy is gone. Like, this is stuck in the mud. This is relationships not moving forward. It's not moving backward. It's kind of just disintegrating and like being brought to the elements at this point, because the negative influence here is the Seven of Wands. Both of them have done shitty shit to one another, and both of them have to pay the consequences for their actions. Neither one can defend themselves, because what's going for them, they're both also so effing paranoid all the damn time. Like, this is like sleepless nights, anxiety, depression. Like, they're both almost like mentally spiraling around each other. Because here in the past, yeah, they were happy once, they were great, and now here in the future, both of them are going to lose money for one another. I don't know how else to put it. This is like, this relationship is done. Once there's no more money, it's done. Once someone can't offer up money or material goods or anything, is done. Like, pretty soon there won't be any money, and when there's no money, there will be no relationship. Okay, because at the bottom of the deck, it's the Queen of Wands reversed. These both are two toxic women who are very, very unhealthy for one another, and they fight constantly because they are both trying to get the last word in edgewise and trying to be just toxic to one another. Is there anything else you guys wanted me to read on Amber? Ugh. If not, we're gonna go to Chantal and Foodie. But I hope you guys are enjoying. If you all have enjoyed the live so far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate. I plan on doing. I'm trying to do some more stuff around here. I know I went live a little early today, but yeah, also to all of the new members, you can go check out, I just posted some cool stuff that's available for members only, so you guys can go check that out. This includes new, you get to get access to readings early, as well as access to old videos, live streams, and then I'm also just starting up a new weekly video, so like weekly energy check-ins for the world. So go check that out if you are interested. Otherwise, we are doing private readings if you are interested. That is also available too, so on my website or through the shop down below. So let's take a look next here. How is Chantal doing? Our lovely foodie. Oh no, I did not cover Amber's mom at all. I mean, we can do that really quick. We can cover Amber's mom. She didn't seem to pick up in the reading much, but we can take a look at Christy. She's pretty much a public figure at this point. She has a very public Facebook profile. She's been featured on Amber's videos several times. So yeah, we can take a look at Christy. I think that's her name, right? So let's take a look. How is she doing in terms of relationship with her daughter, Amber? So let's take a look. That we can take a look into. Sure, let's just see. I know we haven't heard a lot about Mama Lynn as of late. And we haven't seen any like leaked photos either from like them going out to bingo as of late either. So let's take a look. How is how's Amber's mom feeling about her daughter? Knight of Swords. What? Oh my gosh. Ooh. Amber, why'd you ask your mom for money when you know she can't help you? Amber's sending her lots of messages to try and do something. Mom's over here trying to be like, I'm just trying to be calm. I'm trying to be mom. I'm trying to be loving and caring. However, someone's asking for money that neither one have. Like, and someone, why is this? Because someone's looking to walk away, leave, go somewhere. Ooh boy. Did Mama Lynn actually start walking away from this relationship? Or does she want to walk away from this relationship? Because from a material influence, the Seven of Pentacles, this is not going this relationship, money, materials, something's not going in a good direction. It's like we've tried to put money into this, we've tried to put resources into it. Because the hopes here, there's some secrets that might be coming out from Mama Lynn or from other people about this relationship. Or about Amber. Something's weird going on here because the unseen obstacle is the Fool card, which is Mama Lynn no dum-dum. Mama Lynn has also been around the block. She is no dum-dum. She's got some street smarts about her. But y'all need to just... there's some very big naivety here in this relationship. Don't do it. Don't do it, because the negative influence here, someone's been very isolated as well. Whether this is Mama Lynn has been isolated, or if Amber's been very isolated and hasn't been talking to her mom. Like, I don't know if her mom knows a lot about what's going on, because what's coming for this relationship, Judgment Day, there's something about to explode about this. Whether this is coming from her mom directly, or this is coming from someone who knows her mom, there's info that might be coming out. Not sure what or how or why, because here in the past, they were thick as thieves, they were really good friends, and now here in the future, someone's acting like a spoiled brat. Because at the bottom of the deck, there is energy of talking. There's energy of communication. When it comes to these two, how's Mama Lynn doing? Feeling about her daughter? This might be something, whether or not this is Mama Lynn is feeling like, oh my gosh, like I need to speak on my daughter. I don't know, but there might also be something of, you better be careful, Amber. Someone might be speaking out on you. And I don't know what Mama Lynn knows or doesn't know, but there's something or somebody that's gonna start talking, and I don't know who that is or how that is or why that is, but Amber better stop fighting, because otherwise someone's gonna start talking. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, I don't know, I don't want to dig into it, not my problem. But we're gonna take a look into Chantal now, because that's who I'm kind of curious about right now. Like I said, we're hard pivoting sometimes. So what's going on for Miss Chantal? What is going on for Miss Chantal? What's her general vibe, her general energy? She's in some degenerate type of content right now that I really can't discuss in too graphic of detail, because it is very corn like adjacent at this point. So, like, I can't really talk about what Chantal's doing because it's corn adjacent at this point. And she is a effing mess. And I'm like, whatever, girl, whatever you want to go do. So, but we're just going to take a look and see how she's doing. What is her general energy, her general vibe at this point? Like, what's going on with Miss Chantal? Oh, she's repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. Also, her behind-the-scene persona and her in-person persona are starting to meld into one. Why is this? Because her world is collapsing, y'all. Her world is collapsing. She can't travel. She can't go nowhere. Everything's starting to meld and mesh together. So, like, where before she might have had like separated personalities or separated like lives, everything's starting to come and like coagulate together in the middle. Because from material influence, she's doing some dirty deeds to make money behind the scenes. She's also trying to make sure, like, she's trying to make sure that like where she's making her money, it's all kept on the down low, on the hush hush. I don't think she's also happy with her money situation. because the hopes and fears is Judgment Day, which is like she wants to be able to control all the puppets down beneath her, to be like, look over here, look over there. Also, what is going on with her stomach where it feels like she needs to throw up so damn hard all the time? Or like burp. Like there is I also get like she's bursting at the belly, bursting at the seams, like also her throat chakra, it feels like it's expanding to like the point where it's almost bursting. I don't know what she's holding back, what she's not saying, but we're getting to, it feels like the critical point, like the past the point of no return, there's no looking back now type of vibe. Because it's like it's right there. I'm like, it's like looking to like come up. It's like if you're looking at like your throat and your mouth, and then like you're in the middle of your throat, like where she's at in terms of like her throat chakra, it feels like it's right below her jaw and it's almost ready to go and all over the place. That's what this is kind of feeling like. She wants to control a narrative, she wants to control things. That's her hope. She wants to speak about something, bring something to light. The unseen obstacle, though, is that it's all about the money at the end of the day. Having money, having resources, which I'm not. Because the negative influence here is she has to start something new. She's going on a new journey. And she's going to have to talk about something. Because what's going for her, she's got a whole group of people behind her. Again, you know, I was talking about Rosie's little group of people. Yeah, well, here's foodies who are supporting her and enabling her and giving her money to do what she wants, because here in the past she's been hiding her secrets, but here in the future, well, we're just going down, are we not? That's her general vibe. Because at the bottom of the deck, she's trying to maintain balance. She's trying to be like, I'm a good girl, I'm a bad girl, I'm a good girl, I'm a bad girl. And she's trying to be like, I'm doing this in front of the camera, and then I'm doing this behind the camera. And now it's just, I'm just gonna do everything in front of the camera, behind the camera. There is no separation no more. Okay, what other info can we get here? It's time for a wake up call, girl. Because there's everything's merging and melding together. Why is this? Because of a connection, love, relationships that she's trying to kind of fill the void with. Because from a material influence, she's trying to control the game. She's trying to have authority, controlling, dominance. Because the hopes here is she just wants to have peace. She wants to have peace. She wants to just go through renewal and have a brand new time and be a brand new person. However, the unseen obstacle is she at the end of the day is a very competitive person, and she wants to win no matter what. She wants to have the victory, she wants to have the accolades, she wants to have the money, so she's going to do whatever she can to feel like she's winning no matter what. Because the negative influence here, she's caught on camera doing something. Y'all, there's something coming out when it comes to her videos and other things. Because what's going for her, she's trying to find peace and harmony and balance. Maybe with another person. The yin to her yang. But also in the terms of this being with like a commitment or marriage. Like she's just... This is like my cult card. Some group is keeping her afloat and balanced, but the unseen obstacle, well, there's my cults here in the past. Yeah, I'm being very, very occult, secret society, hidden magical practices with the moon, keeping lots of stuff, secrets hidden. And then now here in the future, next full moon, which is what, the 17th, might be a very interesting day. It's time for the completion of things, time to end things, because she's trying to keep anchored and rooted and grounded in reality. She wants hope. She wants resilience. She wants to be balanced. She wants to have this. She wants this. But something's coming to an end here soon. But we will see. We will see. Maybe she's going to try. I don't know. I don't know. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fine. Yeah, there we go. All right. Interesting. Miss Chantal. So, when it comes to Chantal, is she still going on this trip? She seems like she doesn't want to go to Malaysia, but then she wants to go to Malaysia. Then she wants to go to Malaysia, and then she doesn't want to go to Malaysia. Like, what's going on here with Miss Chantal? Like, also, if you guys have questions you want me to ask, let me know in the comments. What kind of questions you would like me to ask about Miss Chantal. What else is going on with Chantal right now? She is losing, it feels like we are losing some identities though. Like we're losing the boundary or the barrier to different things. What else can we know here about Miss Chantal? Queen of Cups reversed. Some relationship has gone completely kablooey. Yeah. Because that's the nuclear family right there. Extended family. What did Chantal find out about a wife? Allegedly, conspiracy, whatever, and she's trying to break up somebody's marriage or partnership or commitment because from material influence, this has to do with extended family members, family, community, wanting that money, wanting that resiliency, because the hopes here is she wants someone stuck, not moving forward, not seeing the light, unseen obstacles for her. She's having struggles with money. And she feels backstabbed and betrayed by people around her because she wants because at the end of the day, what she wants is her dreams, her hopes, her wildest things, and her manifestations to come to reality. But in the past, she's had to be single. She's had to be single. She's had to go figure stuff out for herself. And here in the future, she's just trying to like not be judged for her decisions, her actions. That's what she wants. She's still in this Delulu land as well, because here at the bottom of the deck, there's something here to do with kids too that she doesn't want coming out, but she wants to come out. It's super weird in terms of like what the heck is going on with her. She wants a new beginning, but she doesn't know what that new beginning looks like as well. She's so Delulu right now. This is like, she just keeps giving money to a lost cause as well. She's not going on that trip. And she's not having that light bulb moment either. That it's not happening. But she's manifesting. That manifestation's not going to come to fruition. What else do we need to know about Chantal right now? Is there anything else we need to know about Chantal at this point in time? From a community standpoint, is there anything we else need to know about Chantal? What is that? Do we need to know about Chantal? King of Cups. Why is this? Interesting. So, in my opinion here, all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Now, we all pretty much kind of suspected, it's pretty accepted at this point in time in the community that Chantal is now a full-time adult Yum Yum content creator, that she does content on the side for people, right? I think that's pretty much assumed at this point. And so when I'm looking at this King of Cups, this reminds me of last year around this time I was doing readings, and this feels like the same individual or someone very similar. A lot of the things that she's doing whenever she goes out and about with the chariot, whatever she was doing on the other side of the world, she's now doing here. A lot of the stuff she's doing right now, when she's going out and eating, when she's getting on the scooter and getting different foods from different places, when she is eating food on camera, this is not for us, the audience. This is all for her adult Yum Yum clients. And more specifically, this is for a specific adult Yum Yum client of hers that has been around for a while, and they're just repeating the same cycle. because for material influence, this is what is funding her trip. This is also someone who will lead her down this path. Look at those damn cats again, to lead her to her ruin. Also, with all the red flags going down to, she knows where she's headed, she knows what she's doing, and this is the choice she's made. The hopes here is that this is going to cause some massive changes with her. However, the unseen obstacle is she's gone full steam ahead into a place that she knows isn't good for her, and that's where she's going. And there's no stopping her. She is full steam ahead to the adult yum content creation. Because the negative influence here is she's lying to us, she's lying to herself, she's lying to other people. What's going for her? Eight of Pentacles. She's super inconsistent though with her client. And that's kind of what I think the problem with her is she's super inconsistent. She's got this energy of, oh, I got money, okay, I'm good. Oh shit, I need more money. And then she goes back to work, or she does things differently. So Chantal is very inconsistent, which is why I think a lot of people are confused and people haven't really caught on to her game as much. But she's had to be really consistent because she's hemorrhaging money at the seams, more so than normal. And so where before she might have been able to do food content like every other day or like every 3 days to like the extreme, she's now doing it almost every day. And so, or like almost every stream. It's not just every day, it's every stream. So like, or like every hour. So it's like people are catching on a lot quicker because she's not scattering it about because she needs the money now. So it's becoming consistent because here in the past, yeah, it's all about, this is a person that she used to be very much like engaged with, a lot of happy, healthy, whatever relationships, and here in the future, they're going to be isolated from one another. She's going to go into isolation, allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. Well, whoever this person is, I don't know if they'll be able to give her money much longer. I would give it maybe like a week or two, maybe 2. So that's what I'm kind of seeing for Miss Chantal, and other information. So, okay, now I'm going in. Hi, Ruthie. Welcome, welcome. And then Ms. Do people's harsh words bother and or affect her? She claims it doesn't. Okay, yeah, we can take a look into that. Yeah, we can take a look into it. You're very welcome. Thank you and welcome. You can go check out some other streams and videos I have posted if you would like. Alrighty. So let's take a look here when it comes to Miss Chantal. Do the harsh words that people say bother and or affect her? So let's see. Again, if you guys have any other questions you want, put them in the chat. I would greatly appreciate it. So let's just take a look here. To a point, maybe. Let's just pull the whole thing. So I think it's really dependent on the day. I also think it's really dependent on what's being said. So at the center of this, it's the Four of Wands upright. When she's safe, secure, when she feels safe and secure around a partner or a man, I will say, there's not much that's really going to bother her. There's not much that's really going to bother her or irk her. When she feels safe and secure in a relationship. Four of Wands upright. This is like safety, harmony, relationships, marriage. Like, I will say like that's kind of like, there's not much that can actually get through to her when she's having a relationship that feels healthy, and like they love her. There's a lot of red flags around here, don't get me wrong, because why is this? Because she feels like she can shoot for the moon and for the stars when she's in a relationship. Because from material influences, it's like, oh, the more that they say bad about me, the more I can use this, leverage it, make more money. However, the hopes and fears is she does wish she had more control over the narrative. She wants more control. She wants to be domineering. Because the unseen obstacle, though, for her is that she is a really fiery person. She can get mad. She does have passion. She does feel certain ways. Things can get underneath her skin because the negative influence here is she's kind of feeling a little bit lost right now. So when she feels insecure or not in a relationship or with a person that makes her feel loved or cared for, she herself, I think, really internalizes a lot of that because she doesn't have that buffer of like, oh, this person loves me, oh, this person always has my back. Because what's going for her is money. Money is what keeps people around. Money is what keeps people loving her. Money is what keeps people gassing her up, especially in terms of a relationship. As long as she's got somebody around her who she feels loves her, or at least will tolerate her or gas her up, there's not much that can really bother her, to be 100% honest. Because here in the past, yeah, I'm raring and ready to go and fight, but here in the future, the Two of Swords, this is like she's kind of stuck in indecision of should I or shouldn't I. Do things really bother her? And I think a lot of it has to come down to, if she is completely alone and she does not have anybody by her side, when she has to sit and think about the things being said, do they truly bother her or not? And I think she doesn't know that because she's put herself into so many other people that she doesn't recognize her own feelings. I mean, I've experienced this too, where you can say shit about me all you want and I won't give a shit, but like if you say anything bad about my friends, because I'm so emotionally invested in my friends and their outcomes and their feelings, I'm going to defend them till high heaven and back. But because because I haven't been emotionally invested in myself, you can say whatever you want, and that is called projection, and that is also not caring for yourself. That's kind of what I get here when it comes to Chantal. And like, do the harsh words bother her? Well, no, when she's not emotionally invested in her own life, you can say a lot about her and she won't care because she doesn't have emotions attached to her own outcome or her own life. She just has emotions attached to her delusions, right? Or her relationship. So, okay. So, and then Rose has quite a few questions in here, so we'll take a look into it. So how is Sala? What are Sala? Like, well, you know what? I'm gonna do foodie first. We're gonna kind of just keep on the foodie train here a little bit. Hey, Misty. Hi. Hey, Misty love. We are reading on, honestly, a very problematic woman called Chantal. Chantal Marie Sarot, aka Foodie Beauty, who is a train wreck from Canada. Who is she's a thing. Yeah, she is a thing. But let's take a look here. I want to see what's going on between Foodie and James, aka Pete. I want to take a look into why these two apparently seem to be talking a lot more. She's hyping him up. He doesn't seem to be all that thrilled from what I have heard. So let's just take a look-see here. How is she feeling about James right now? Why are they talking so much? Chantal, he don't got no money for you. She's looking to get resources, money, something from him. Stability. But because she is unstable, she cannot... She wants money, she wants resources, she wants something out of him. Because that's what she's always done. In the past, I get money, I get resources, I get stability. Why is she talking to him? She wants whatever he has. She wants to take everything from this man, materially, emotionally, because she has nothing left. So she's taking it from the source that she's always been able to get it from. Because her hopes here is she wants to bully him into submission. Unseen obstacle, though, he doesn't want anything to do with her. Also, because she is so unstable, she can't get a home. He won't move in with her. She can't get a foothold in his life anymore because the negative influence, she's too unstable. She's mentally, emotionally, physically unstable. What's going for her? She's trying to put out some offers to be like, oh, we can do this together, James. But here in the past, these two have fought. I don't know what they fought about, but there's a massive fight that did happen between the two of them at one point. And she's trying to get a foothold back in there, but here in the future, she's going to put her foot in her gosh darn mouth again. And how is she feeling about him? Why is she talking to him more? It's not going to work out. Page of Swords reversed. This is like fighting. This is saying one thing, doing another. And here at the bottom of the deck, it's the Eight of Wands. She's going to crash and burn with this, but also she's so inconsistent with messages. It's like she's there and then she's gone. She's there and then she's gone. It's so inconsistent. And here in the middle of the deck, because she's trying to move, she's trying to leave, she's trying to travel. And she's trying to get... Why? Because of this freaking King of Cups, and she's not feeling that good about herself. She's been caught off of her throne because she doesn't have the energy anymore. She's trying to be a bully, trying to walk away from situations because she's super unhappy and she doesn't feel love in her life. So she's trying to go find it in other places, but in reality, she doesn't know that it can be found right in her gosh darn own backyard. But she's not listening up to her higher self at all. Instead, she's trying to fly the coop to get her, to have her Prince Charming, her Wheel of Fortune, her good luck, her good opportunity. But everything's going to come up not going the way it needs to. It's going to come up and she's not going to know. She's not traveling. She's not going to know what to do. And that's just that. That's why she's going after James. She wants stuff from him, but he has nothing to give. And it's going to cause more fights and arguments between the two of them. So, and then let's take a look at what's going on with James and how does he feel about Chantal? Like, there's some massive issues here. Like, and I know Chantal's probably going to watch and she's going to be like, you know what? F you. I'm going to work even harder now and I'm going to prove you wrong, because that's what she does. But she's always done. She wants to prove everybody wrong and say, you tarot readers are wrong. And I'm like, okay, girl, but you're the one who's just digging your own grave to your own detriment and to your own demise. So whatever. You go do you, boo. But how is James feeling about Chantal? He's walking on eggshells around her. He doesn't want to tell her what's really going on or how he truly feels. However, from material influence, the Page of Wands, she's been saying a lot of things and then doing something different. There's been a lot of lies. There's been a lot of inconsistencies. There's been a lot of plans that have always fallen through. It's like, oh, let's go do this together. Oh, let's go do that. And then everything just falls apart. There's been a few, it seems like a few times where they're like, oh, let's go do this. And then it never happens. And she's just becoming that flaky, inconsistent friend. The hopes, he wants to go and do stuff with her. I think he wants to go and have fun and have some excitement in his life again. Like, that's his hope. It's like, oh, let's go do stuff together. Let's have fun. Let's go and have an adventure. However, the unseen obstacle, though, is that she's triggering him, but also she's just got all these ideas of grandeur and the negative influence because she wants to do everything so publicly. She wants to do everything so big and bold and bright. And I just don't think he wants to be on camera with her anymore. Because what's going for him is that he's just trying to avoid her wrath. He's avoiding her manipulation. He's avoiding following her like a puppet. Because here in the past, there's a lot of worries. There's a lot of anxieties about her. And then here in the future, I mean, she's going to overstep. He feels like she's going to overstep. He feels like she is going to overstep and pick a fight that neither one of them really want, but she's going to go and do it anyway. Because here at the bottom of the deck, the King of Wands. How is he feeling about her? He feels like she's so wrapped up in a man who doesn't want her. Like, she's like, I've got this, I'm manifesting, I'm gonna go do it. But there's this guy underneath it that he sees has her wrapped around her finger, has her wrapped around his finger, and she's willing to do anything for him, and he just doesn't understand, why are you going after it? It's like, this man doesn't even want you. This man's dick, sorry, the ween isn't even wanting to go in you. That ween's all over town. It's not even in you at one point. Because how does he feel about her as well in the middle of the deck? It's like, you want this brand new journey, you want to go do all these awesome things. However, it's to avoid accountability for your actions so you can defend yourself. However, you're lying out your ass to try and create some new reality and have different options. However, you keep losing money because you have to have time alone. You have to take a time to reset, but you aren't, because you're trying to get control over everyone and everything, and you're breaking up families, you're breaking up your own happiness because you're not traveling. And at the center of it with the 10 of Wands as well, it's because you're overburdened, you're wanting to start something new or trying to go somewhere else in the world, trying to manifest, bring it to fruition, but the traveling isn't going to work out, and you're going to have to hold on to your resources to do so, because you got a massive fight coming about you in terms of secrets. Okay? Okay. So that's how James is feeling about her. Okay, now the last thing I want to do, and this is the last thing we're going to end up doing, is how is Salah feeling about Chantal? What's this plan? Why is he still talking to her? I just want to take a look. Why is he still talking to her? Because from what we've seen, I don't know, maybe it's ChatGPT, maybe it's not. I don't know. Why is he still talking to Chantal? Does he truly love her? Does he truly not? I don't know. Every time I've read on it, it seems like there's some sort of like money attached to it. I mean, I don't know how many times I got to pull money cards to say, hey, this is just a business. This is just a business partner agreement. There's not feelings attached to it. But alas, if that's what she wants to believe, that there's feelings and not money attached, well, then that's up to her, right? So let's take a look. Why is he still talking to Chantal? Because she's offering him stuff, offering emotions, money. Why is this? Because he's got no other option. He has to talk to her. I don't know what secrets she has on him, but he's taking whatever he can. Why is it? Because he really can't refuse it. He really can't say no. He knows he needs to say no, but he can't say no. Because from a material influence, it's like, she's naive, she's dumb, she's emotionally dependent, completely emotionally dependent on him. Also, there seems to be something here to do her emotional maturity level, or like it almost feels like her mental age is like super low, and like he's afraid of her having essentially a toddler tantrum, where kids say the damnedest things, right? I don't know, people are always like, the 5-year-olds know more than what they say, and so, or like the toddlers at daycare always say something that's weird. Like, the best way I can describe this is like, there's like that 3-year-old or 4-year-old who goes to daycare, and then they're like talking to like their friends or like the daycare attendant, and then like they're drawing something out, and it's like, yeah, do you know, like, yeah, mommy's at work sometimes, and then daddy has this other friend, friend over, and she's like super pretty, but like they always go into the bedroom, and like I don't know what they're doing in there, but like he always says just go watch TV, and like that's always when mommy's out doing like other things, and like that's like the stuff that you learn at like daycare. Like that's kind of how he feels about her, is that she feels so young in mentality that she's going to say something that she shouldn't have. So like he keeps talking to her, because the hopes here is the 3 of Wands. He wants to like travel, he wants to go somewhere. I think he wants to get out wherever he's at. The unseen obstacle though is she's lying to him, and he's lying to her. They're both lying to each other, because the negative influence here as well is there's a third party. There's a third woman. Because what's going for him is the 6 of Pentacles. He's taken a lot of her money, or a lot of resources, or whatever she's given him. Because here in the past, there's legal binding agreements. There's some sort of legal binding agreement between the two of them. And then here in the future, he's going to have an aha moment here pretty soon. And I think he might have to let her go. How is he feeling about her? Why is he still talking to her? He's going to have an aha moment of somehow, I think, not being able to talk to her. Because at the bottom of the deck, this was a bad investment. Bad investment, not moving forward. And that's what I've got. So that's how I'm feeling like Sol. Why is Sol still talking to Chantal? Well, because he really can't not. He has some dreams that he wants to fulfill. They're both lying to each other. However, he also feels like she's going to say the damnedest things. So he doesn't want that. So with that, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing. I hope y'all enjoyed today's reading. For all the girls, Gor World, and a pesky, seemingly son of a gun. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Feel free, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to book a personal reading with me or join YouTube members, see videos early, get access to exclusive member content. All those links are located down below. Otherwise, I really just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching, engaging on the multiple different content that I've had. I really, really appreciate it and the community that we're building here. So thank you all again so much. And I hope to see you guys in more videos and live streams in the future. So thank you and bye.